You know, with the kickoff of the 2015 season, we're getting a lot of emails and phone messages about people asking how you tie the line to the AMS Safety Slide. So today I'm going to show you a couple knots that I use when I'm tying these to the slides. So the first one I use when I'm using a 200-pound Dacron line. So here you can see we've got our slide. On the one side we've got a groove on there. On the other side is flat. So I'm going to come up one leg and I want to bring that line up and then back down through on the other side. You can see how that line fits nice and snug in that little groove right there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull about 6-7 inches of line out. So I've got a double line there. I'm going to walk that all the way up to the point. And I'm going to make a loop right around my finger with that line. And then I'm going to pull that line off of my finger. So here you can see we've got that loop now. Then I'm going to pull that loop over top of the point. And now I'm going to walk that all the way back down to the back of the arrow. And when we hit the shock pad, I'm going to walk that all over top the slide, over top the shock pad. And I'm going to walk that knot to the behind the knock. Pull it tight, and right there is how I tie the 200-pound Dacron line to the AMS Safety Slide. All right, so the next knot I'm going to show you here, I've got 350-pound fast flight line. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to double up the line. I'm going to make a loop around my finger, and I'm going to open that loop up on my finger and take the end of that line, come back through that loop, pull it nice and tight. So now you can see I've got a big loop here, doubled up line. Got my safety slide right here. And on the bottom side of that leg, that hole, I'm going to come up through one side and then back down on the other side. Now when I get this far, you can see I've got this loop of line right here. Very simple now, just walk it back to the end of the knock, go over top the knock. I'm going to walk that all the way back up, over top the point, pull it tight, and you can see I've got a nice knot tied right to the AMS Safety Slide. The nice part about this knot here is if I want to get the arrow back off my line, simply just going to roll it over so my bottom side of my slide is up, and you can see we've got that little loop right here started. I'm going to pull that line, and I want to find the line that's closest to the point right here. So I grab that line, walk it down, over top the point, walk it back down to the knock, over top the knock. I'm going to pull on that, voila. There, my knot just came out on my slide without cutting the line. So these are just a couple of knots that we use here at AMS Bowfishing. I hope this helps you out and gets you back on the water shooting fish. Remember, from all of us at AMS Bowfishing, aim low, think big.